Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's been a very, very long time, and I guess I better address to you all what's been happening with this channel. And if you're all still interested, of course. I mean, for those of you who are still interested, this video is for you. What's been happening? I mean, it's been, what, 2.5, almost 3 years now since my last video. I think it's been about 2.5 since the last video, which was the collaboration I done with Bobby, my good friend, where we just wax nostalgic about Fist of the North Star being relicensed. By the way, the manga's now into its 9th volume, and it's been great reading that. And can't wait to read the rest. But me and Bobby might do another collaboration down the track, who knows? We're both very busy, we're at that stage in our lives now. I mean, I'm 33 years old now, and I've now moved in to my new place, as you can see. It's a new location. I moved here in, I believe it was late 2021. I can't remember the exact date, so I'm just going to say late 2021. And it's been a very liberating, interesting experience because, you know, I've lived with my family for the longest time. And now that I've got my own place after saving and investing, I feel very different. It's a very different life, you know. So that has been interesting. But what's happening with this channel? Well, prior to my video with Bobby, I had done videos, you know, explaining what I was going to be doing. I explained I was in the process of moving. I had a film script to make my first movie, feature film. And, well, I've moved. The film hasn't started, though. I will say that. And I think that will be... I can't really say much about when that film will be starting to be made. In fact, I'm rethinking it because a lot of factors have come into play now as to what's, I guess, holding it back. For one, budgetary reasons. I mean, we've had a lot of economic problems, the whole world has, as we know, and inflation has risen, which has made it financially more expensive, number one. I had a budget set back then for what I thought was feasible to do it. Well, that's changed. So that's one. Two, there's a lot of legal stuff that needs to be taken into account, which was more complex than I thought for filming. And I had to rethink my whole plan. Also, I've been focusing on my career because film was always a passion project for me. Yes, it's something that I want to pursue, but career comes first. And I thought to myself, even when I was doing university, what career could I have that will be stable and pay the bills? Because that's important. Well, I love film, but there's also television and media. And that's why I've done a degree in digital media, which encompasses television and filmmaking and social media management and things like that. It's an all-encompassing kind of degree, which is very good. So I graduated in university 2020, December. They didn't give us our degree until 4 months later, so it was in March 2021. So I'm very proud of myself for graduating. At the time, I was with my partner, and you know, we're no longer together, unfortunately. We split up about May 2021. Our goals just didn't meet in the long term. She felt her path was different from mine at the end of the day. And we had a talk for it, and it was just like, okay, well, it's best not to drag this on if our paths are not the same. So we just split apart, and that's it. It was unfortunate, but it was best for both of us, really. So that's it. And I wished her well, so that's it. But anyways, also with this YouTube channel, the content creation part of things, I was thinking of rebooting this, maybe doing a review a week, maybe every fortnight. But the copper scenario happened. If you'll remember, around early 2018, I can't remember exactly, 2018, 2019, YouTube was implementing these policies of the Child Protection Act, etc. So you had to make content. You have to mark your videos for children or for adults because they were worried that kids were watching certain content that they shouldn't be, which is fair. You know, there should be an act in place. But the problem was, at that time, it was very murky. They didn't even really have a very clear concept of how this thing was going to work. All I knew, and a lot of people knew at the time, was if you mismarked your content, if you made content that is for adults, but YouTube thinks it's for kids or vice versa, then you could be fined up to, it's like 40 grand or something like that. And, my memories, I'm just going unscripted here, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember at the time, it was all very murky. A lot of people were leaving YouTube and going to places like BitChute and things of that nature. So I was feeling a bit discouraged from the content stuff, and I thought, I think I'm just going to have to hold off. So that's basically it, So from 2018, 2019, the copper thing came along. Also, the pandemic hit us in late 2019, early 2020, that turned everything upside down for a lot of people, for everyone, really, the whole world. Australia was not left unscathed, of course. We had it pretty hard. The whole world did. And I was in the process of moving, which wasn't easy during the COVID pandemic because, you couldn't leave your home when you wanted to. You had to abide by the rules as it was. So a lot of this paperwork was done online and all that stuff. It was a big, big mess. It was just not easy to navigate through all that crap at that time, but I did it, So eventually I moved in here in late 2021 and I've been here since. And 2022, I was looking for work in my field in film and television. I was starting to look in 2021 when I moved in here, but it was very difficult because the COVID thing was still sort of lingering on. It wasn't until 2022 where things were starting to ease up, really. The media industry was hit particularly hard by COVID. There was a lot of strict rules. So when things started to ease up, it started to become a little easier. But in the meantime, I was looking for work in media. It was taking time. And I needed to do more work because I'd moved into this new place and I had to pay my bills. So I had to take up another job and I'd done some laboring on top of what I was already doing. So working 2 jobs, 50 hours a week last year, it was a lot, and but the money was good and I was able to pay my bills and then some. So that was good. I was able to manage just fine. But, I got a call from a media company, and now this year I got an internship earlier this year in February, and now I've been working with them since, in news operations. So that's great, and I'm grateful, and I'm looking to make that full time. And right now I'm doing okay, but the goal is to have that as a potential full-time career in television and media. However, it changes, because the industry is changing and you just got to keep going up with the changes. You got to keep in the loop on technology and how media is distributed, etc. So that's what's been happening. And my film projects are on the back burner. I'm rethinking them. I haven't given up on them. I'm just rethinking them. Should they be features? Should I make some proof of concepts first? These are all things that I'm in the process of rethinking. As for this channel, I might make some content for this channel on a casual basis. So if I put up a video because I've felt like it, it's just something that's come to my mind and just a topic I'd like to discuss, I'll put it up, and if you all still want to chat to me, send me, I'm here, you can reach me through here. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to clear up the murky water, so to speak, as much as I can. So this channel, for me, from the very beginning, I think, was always about friends and community first, and content creation. Content creator, I don't believe is a career path for me. It's at least not for online, for YouTube content creation, as a long-term career. But casually I might put something up. So for all you who are still watching and subscribed, thank you for still remaining faithful to this channel. Thank you for tolerating me and putting up with my consistently inconsistent output of work, if that makes sense. But when big announcements come, they will come, and I'll let you all know. But if I put up a video because there's a topic that's of interest to me, I'll put one up, and feel free to comment, and we can have a nice chat in the comments section, whatever. And that's all I have to say, really. And for all of you who are still subscribed and still following me on here, thank you. And that's all I have to say for this video. So thank you once again. I'll see you all later.